Goodness, the connection is very slow today. Here we go. Comes everyone. I'm Judge Person, and good morning to Temple Court. I do want to just kind of let you know that I'll have folks on mute until it is your turn. But I do want to let you know that everyone will have their opportunity. And I also want to let you know that the settings today are by agreement and it's for convenience. And if you wish to be in open court, no problem, let me know and we'll get that scheduled rather than being online today. So I do want to go ahead and before I make announcements and check on folks who are here, I want to quickly just get Mr. Matson started. Ryan Matson is the prosecutor for the city of Temple. He is not my employee. He is representing the state of Texas. So if you're talking to him, and many of you will be, just pursuant to a scheduling order, if you're talking to him, just understand he is not your representative. As always, if you wish to be represented by an attorney, you need to just let me know, hey, Judge, I need some time, and I'll give you time to explore that option before you proceed. Once your plea is accepted by the court, that right to counsel has been waived. And in Class C court, we don't have court-appointed counsel in most instances, but folks do have representatives from time to time. Today, we actually have a fair number of attorneys here, and most of them have heard my spiel before, so I will go ahead and get them started in the interest of time. So, Mr. Matson, could you please say enough to get yourself on people's screen where people have selected that option and just explain for a quick moment who you are, and then I will get you started, please, sir.
Morning, everyone. As the judge said, I'm Ryan Matson. I'm the prosecutor for the city of Temple.
Thank you. I'm actually going to start you on, let me see, the Darian Hernandez case. Mr. Grisham is here on that case. And Mr. Grisham, if I could just confirm that your audio is working, and then we'll move you on over to that breakout meeting that I am not privy to.
Good morning, Judge. CJ Grisham here for Mr. Hernandez.
Thank you. Okay, I will go ahead and move both you and Mr. Matson over to that meeting. Unless you have any questions before we start.
I don't, Judge. Thank you and good morning.
Good morning. There they go. Okay, so just while we're waiting, I do want to let folks know a few things that I think are helpful when you're talking about being in a municipal court. This is a Class C court, and I'm the judge of the court judge person. And when you are meeting with that prosecutor, as I said, he's not your representative, and at trial, he would be the person, seeking to seeking a conviction at trial. So just be aware of who he is and make sure you understand that. If you have any questions about that, well, you can let me know. But I do want to also let you know that in pursuant to that, that would just be a quick delay in order to give you an opportunity to either hire someone or not. Taking that time to meet with someone first doesn't require that you then hire them. Sometimes people choose to, and sometimes they don't. But it is meeting with someone to gain legal insight first. So let me know again, just Judge, I need time, and I will look at giving you that time. Another thing that is helpful to understand in a Class C court is that when you are given a ticket or a citation, these are methods that we have under our law for accusing someone. That's what a ticket is. It's an accusation. And when we give our plea or give a plea, we are entering our response to that accusation. Now, there are three options for pleading in most instances: guilty, not guilty, no contest. If we plead guilty, we're admitting that offense. We're saying, I did this. And that case is going to move into sentencing. If we plead not guilty, it means state, you have to prove this case. We don't have an innocence plea because it wouldn't be proper for us to have to prove our innocence. First, the state must first prove a case against a person before they decide whether they are mounting a defense and replying at trial. And it happens one turn and then the other. But if they don't have what they need to move forward, they can't move forward. And so the burden of proof being on the state of Texas, the plea is a not guilty plea, so that they are required to make a showing of the elements of the offense first at trial. And so it's a long-winded, longer explanation than that. But the point being, not guilty means that case is moving towards the trial process. Okay. And there are many folks who are in that process today. And the next hearing then generally is going to be, either trial, or we'll have any kind of discovery that parties have sought to gain, and then setting the case for trial. So the rest of the settings, other than this one, we do those settings here in the court. So just be aware that that setting, we're looking at the next setting. My goal as judge of the court is not that one or another person be found guilty, but that the cases move forward and under the law with your rights intact. Let me go ahead and just pause there and ask Mr. Matson and Mr. Grisham if we can check in on the Darian Hernandez case, please.
Right, Judge.
I'm actually
moving
going
over
to
ask if you could move Mr. Grisham's client into the breakout room. I think he's in this meeting room right now.
actually, Judge,
Yes,
Judge, no need to do that. I can just text him, and that way it doesn't disrupt the court, and we'll get back with you.
It's whatever you need. If you would like to do that, we can absolutely do that. What do you say, Mr. Grisham?
Yeah, go ahead, I guess, and break us out, Judge, if that's not too much trouble.
It's not too much trouble.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. I almost did it a moment ago, and then it wasn't requested, so I just paused. Okay, I think that they both went on over there. Mr. Grisham, I'm not able to remove you back over to that meeting. There should be a way for you to do that on your screen.
Let's see.
The other way to trick Zoom into doing that for you is to just hang up and log right back in. There he goes. He's got it down. Okay. We'll pause there on that case, and let me see if it will let me create another breakout room. It didn't used to allow that, but you never know. Sometimes they change. Nope, it's not going to do it. So we'll just pause and wait for them. Oh, and Mr. Matson is over there in any event. Okay, and so back to where I was. The third option for pleading is no contest. And if you plead no contest, you're authorizing me to move forward with sentencing, but you're not admitting the offense or denying the offense. It's kind of a neutral plea. If you got online and kind of tried to look things up, you might have also encountered a nolo contendere plea. That means no contest. So they mean the same thing. But a no contest plea really just means I'm not admitting it. I'm not denying it. I want to move forward with sentencing without saying one way or the other. So if you plead guilty or no contest, I'm moving that case into sentencing. If you plead not guilty, I'm moving that case into trial mode. So those are the differences there. Now, as far as what the court does in any event, and then the next thing I want to talk to you about is the dismissal options available under Texas law. I just think it's best for everybody to know the deck, the deck of cards and how they are. And so there are 4 options that a judge has in the state of Texas in a Class C court available to do dismissals. Okay. contrary to how the news makes it look, judges don't actually throw cases out of court. There's always a legal mechanism for that to be happening. So if something's dismissed, it's usually because there's some kind of agreement between the state and the other party about that case, or there's some mechanism like I'm about to explain that allows the case to be dismissed. And Class C courts are a little bit different from other courts because there are practical options for dismissal. For example, if you're driving down the road and you put your blinker on, and then you're stopped because your blinker wasn't on, and what you discover upon that stop is that in fact your blinker's broken, it makes sense that there's an option just to get that situation taken care of and fixed and gain a dismissal. The state isn't required when we go to trial on a traffic ticket in most instances to prove that we intentionally broke that law. But at the same time, if a person puts on their blinker and it doesn't work, I think most of us, if we were sitting on that jury, would just think they really were trying to do the right thing. They just had equipment not work. And we would probably, I think the law reflects what most of us intuitively sense, which is give a break, give a person a break. So for defective equipment, if you're on time to court and you prove that it's been fixed, in other words, that offense won't repeat, then that case gets dismissed. So, there are about 15 of those, and they're mostly in the traffic laws. And I know the list of things that can be dismissed. And what I'll do is if you have something like that, and you plead guilty or no contest, I'll just start looking for whether you qualify for the dismissal. I'll automatically do it. The enabling legislation allows me to look and figure that out and ask you questions about it to see if we can get you there. Mr. Matson, can I get a check-in from you regarding whether I should be bringing Mr. Hernandez and Mr. Grisham back into the room?
Not quite yet, Judge. I think they're having a private discussion about the offer.
No problem. We'll just hang out. Next time, I think when I have attorneys, I'll probably do an additional room. So I apologize, everybody, but I don't want to kick everyone out and start over. And once you pick one room, you have to add a room. And I just didn't think to do it today. It rarely comes up. So we have time. But anyway, so what I'll do next is just talk to you about other options for dismissal. The one I described with the headlights, I'm sorry, with the blinker, that one, headlights would be potentially another option, one like that. Hey, Mr. Clay, are you driving or just hanging out in your car? Sorry, if you'll unmute.
No, ma'am. Can you hear me, Mr. Judge?
Yes, sir, I sure can.
Okay. No, ma'am. I'm just sitting in my car waiting to talk to you is all.
Yes, you're coming right up. I've got you on my docket and I've got your file pulled. I'll be with you very soon. I just want to make sure you're not driving on screen because it's very distracting.
No, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, I'm not. Okay.
Don't want to watch an accident. Okay. Thank you.
Yes,
I'm
ma'am,
sorry to interrupt the whole discussion for that, but I just checking in. Okay. So then what I would say to everyone then that's one option. There are 4 ways to gain a dismissal in a Class C court. The second is if you have a moving violation and you qualify to be in the driver safety course program. If you want to do that and you qualify to be in that program, then what we're doing at that point is creating a window of time where you turn in the course, you turn in your driving record. It has to be the proper course, the proper record. We'll give you a handout to show you how to make sure you've got the right stuff happening there, and we'll give you that deadline. And you turn in the course and the record, and you gain a dismissal. Also, and this is rather importantly, you save quite a bit of money. So every ticket has a court cost and a fine. If you called the clerk and said, how much is this ticket? They gave you that whole number. And the court costs are set by the state of Texas, our legislature, which is meeting right now, but I don't think they're going to raise the costs this time, hopefully. And then the fine is set within a range of punishment under law. The fine is set by the judge of the court. So that would be me. In the driver safety course option, you pay the court cost. And the fine actually just goes on hold. And if you get in the record and the course on time, when that ticket is dismissed off of your record, that fine is also waived, so you don't pay it. And it will be cheaper to pay the court costs, the record and the fine. I mean, sorry, the court costs, the record and the course than it is to pay the court cost and the fine. And the reason that we do that under state law is because it allows people to just get a check-in update of their driving familiarity with the law. The laws change a little bit from time to time, but also, you know, I don't know about you. I've been driving since I was 15. That was a little while ago. Occasionally, and especially if a person gets a citation, it might be time to update that information. And Texas really is the #1 state for death and dismemberment on our roadways. We are #1. And just doing a renewal actually allows the person to kind of reset their understanding of the law and the statistics or the metrics, as they say, that look at those numbers with us actually allows us to draw the conclusion that, in fact, people are driving a little bit better once they take that course. So it kind of helps everybody because we all drive out there together and you save money. It's less expensive than having the conviction. And so on a plea of guilty or no contest, the judge is authorized under state law to start looking and seeing if you might be qualified to be in that program. You can assume I'll automatically see if there's a fit and talk to you about it. If it's something you don't want to do that, you just let me know. It's not required unless you want the break that it is, you know, that it represents. But it's not required. I just assume when people are here engaged in this process that they are interested. You could have paid your fine and ticket at the window. You didn't. You need some information. So I err on the side of just assuming people want this information. And that way we're all on the same page when we get started. And questions can then be a little more specific to a person's case or issues or concerns, or just, you know, whatever the reason for your being in court today might be. So that's the second option that I have available. The third is called a deferred disposition. Deferred means to delay, and disposition is to make final. I delay making your case final, and I put some conditions in place. They will be in the form of a piece of paper that has listed a court order under the law, but also it's a list of the things that you need to do in order to gain a dismissal. Namely, I'm concerned with persons not getting more citations, correcting any of the reasons that got a person accused in the first place. Like if you don't have insurance at the time of the stop, I'm probably going to ask that you show me that you got insurance. Things like that. I'm not going to have somebody go do something unrelated. Okay. And so there might be some requirements like that, not reoffending, and of course, not getting arrested or failing to come to court. And usually those last about 4 months. They can go up to 6 months. And there's like a good behavior piece. We sort out when things are getting paid or how the payment or fine and cost is being dealt with. There's a lot of ways to come at that, which I will do with you one-on-one. And also any other requirements will be spelled out with written instructions for how to comply if it's anything unusual, like a specific type of record. And once you accomplish what that order says, you check off the checklist basically, then I check off the dismissal and I dismiss the charge, and it's not reflected as a conviction on the person's record. So that again is called a deferred disposition. And what makes it a little bit different in the Class C context, which is where we are, is that a person can do a deferred disposition or request a deferred disposition directly from the judge on a plea of guilty or no contest. At higher level courts, Class B and above level courts, you're required to go through the prosecutor in order to request that deferred. So just be aware that you may ask on a plea of guilty or no contest. Guilty or no contest, I would like it deferred. It's actually quite simple, and that is what it would look like. Okay. And then finally, remember I said there were 4, and that was the third one. The fourth one is called teen court. In some ways, it looks like a deferred. because there are things to do. But on the other hand, it's a little bit different because the young person is responsible for taking the actions that are required in the deferred. That may or may not include, payment. That may or may not include, course. We do try to keep it contained to issue that accused them in the beginning. So it really has more to do with, again, just learning what we can from the accusation in the first place. So that's really the 101. Today, another little unique wrinkle is that while we have folks here who are on the pretrial docket, and then we have folks here who are on the regular docket, and we're online, I'm looking at the next action that we're taking. So if we're resetting something, and if I can do it just by sending it to you, then I will. If I need your signature, I'm going to need to figure out how we're going to get that from you. I can email things to you. If you can print them and sign them and email them back, we're covered. You can swing by the court and make a signature. There's a couple of ways to kind of do that, but just be thinking about what might be best for you and to get that done at some point in this day, because I will be asking about that. Just, if we're continuing the case to another day, if we're coming in to set the case for trial, if I need to do a community service order and there are forms for you to sign about that, what's your best email? Can you print? Can you sign? Do you need to swing by, etc.? So just be thinking about that. Okay, if I could, and I do think I might, I'll talk to Mr. Clay first, and then I'm going to see if I might see if Mr. Grisham needs a reset in order to discuss options with his client, but we'll give him a few more minutes. We're not really set up online to have an attorney room. I'll work on that for another day. Okay, Mr. Clay, let me go ahead and get you to unmute. Thank you. I know you were unmuted a minute ago, but I had to turn you off for a moment. How are you?
Can you hear?
Yes,
I'm-
I can hear you. Thank you very much.
I'm good, Judge. How are you?
Yeah, thank you for asking. I'm doing very well, and I'm glad you're well too. And I know we've had, the cases since August, and
Yeah, and it would just be easier for me if you could put me on a payment plan and just pay it out if that was all right.
now, I never mind that. I do like to hear from you, and I appreciate you letting me know. I know you had health issues and car problems.
Yes.
So I kind of wanted, I know you're a CNA, and I kind of wanted to check in when I got your information because income wise, it looks pretty tight. And
Yes.
I knew
I
that you
just,
could,
I
just
actually
if I
just
could,
started.
let me just kind of
Oh,
hit the
yes, Judge. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You're fine, but we're gonna just take turns and I will
Yes.
listen as well. But
Yes.
because we've tried both payments and community service, we've tried them both. I really felt like I needed to check in with you because we've had like no progress. So what has changed, if anything, since we began? Like, are you well and are you working? And I didn't show any dependents or children. I needed to check and see that because it doesn't look like you have children. But can you give me an update on your situation, please?
Yes, ma'am. I'm actually working again. I'm able to do a little more hours, but I don't make as much income. That's why I was just asking. I could do like $30 for each citation a month if you would allow that.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking of just a $25 payment each month,
Yes, ma'am.
opposed to $60. And then if you want to pay more, you can, and you'll just
Yes,
get done faster. Consider it like a zero interest loan because
yes,
what I want to do is if it does show you have the ability to make some kind of payment, but I want to keep it low enough that if something unexpected happens, you're not coming up short and having to have constant need to come to the window. Because that's not my goal. Okay. My goal is not to make it harassing, but just to create something that will work. So if we did a $25 a month payment, Mr. Clay, would that be something that you could, when are you paid once a month or are you paid twice a month? When are you paid?
I get paid twice a month.
Okay, so usually that's like 1st and 15th. Is that your situation?
Well, it's the 10th and 25th
10th and 25th. So would the
for me.
10th,
Yeah.
okay, so would the 10th work better for the payment or the 25th?
Can you do the 25th, the end of the month, please?
Yes, I can. So we're going to start this on May 25th, and it's a minimum of $25 a month. There's no penalty if you need to pay more or want to.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, I think you were in our parking lot. Is that still the case?
Yes, I'm still in the parking lot because she told me I might have to come back in and sign more papers.
Yes. We want to print out that new payment plan for you and have you sign it and have a copy of it because
ma'am.
the old one is no longer what we're going to use. And
Yes,
so
ma'am.
you can shred the old one and take this new one with you. And that way you can check off payments as you make them and you'll see that it will get done faster
Ma'am.
than you would imagine, and it'll be over soon. So you can hang up and you can head on in and we'll print out that new payment plan like we just talked about. And then you'll be done for the day. You'll be free to go.
Thank you, Jen. You have a blessed day.
I appreciate that. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
Clay.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So
Bye-bye.
nice.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks.
Andrew Mitchell, if I could you, and then I want to sort of step in with Mr. Grisham. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, Mr. Mitchell. I just muted you again. Can you unmute?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Let me tell you where I think we are, okay?
Yes,
We
ma'am.
the case has been pending really since December.
Yes, ma'am.
And there was an awareness class for marijuana, 4-hour class due on the 24th of March. I
Yes,
did
ma'am.
what's called a show cause in April because we didn't receive it. I did not receive that. And I gave an extension at that point because, well, actually I gave a show cause on the 21st.
Yes, ma'am.
You emailed a request for an extension a week later. I wanted to find out how quickly we could get that done because the
I
deferral,
have it down.
the deferral was about to end. It ends in a few weeks.
Yes, ma'am.
They said back to me, you needed 2 weeks. And I set it for Zoom because we're getting so close to the wire. We've already had a show cause. I'm free to do a conviction. That's not my goal. And I
Yes,
want to see, what's happened that it's a minimum class. What's happened that it's not done, first of all?
Um, I was just in College Station. There was a lot going on, and
Yeah.
I honestly didn't have like the money, and I didn't know at the time that it cost money. And then whenever I went to look, I was like, oh, but I do have it done now. I did finish it.
Okay.
So
Have you sent that to the court?
I have not. I don't know. Do I like the certificate that I got sent?
Yes.
I just emailed that to the same person that I emailed before.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I need that today.
Okay. Absolutely.
So I will make a note on here that I will accept it up until close of business today.
Okay. And then so I just have to have that certificate and then email it to the same place that I emailed to come to court today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Just that same exact thing
Yes, ma'am.
up until, so I'm just making a note. Okay, and that way we can just cross that off as done and
Yes,
allow you to still have the dismissal at the end of this month, by, May 23rd. Okay, so get that over. If you don't have a way to scan it, most people have a smartphone now. They can take a picture as long as I can read the thing, and you can email it that way to the court.
So print out the certificate and I can take a picture and email it like that. Is that
Whatever
what you mean?
you need to do to get me an image that I can read and verify.
Yes,
That's
ma'am.
what I need. Okay, that's your duty to the court.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you have any questions?
If I'm having trouble figuring out, can I call up here and
Yes.
all right. Yes, ma'am. That's it.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right.
Have a good day.
Thank you. You too. Appreciate that. Okay. Folks, hang on just a moment. I'll be right back. I think I can join that room. I'll be back. Mr. Grisham, do you still need to talk to Mr. Matson?
No, so Mr. Matson, I will just tell you if we want to go ahead and put it on the record that my client has accepted.
Okay.
And if we can go ahead and knock all that out, we probably don't need to reset, or do we need to reset to do the admonitions?
No, you don't have to do them in Class C court. If you wish, we could. But what can happen, and frequently does, is that attorneys get the paperwork done today and get it to me today, and I sign it today and email it back.
Okay, then that's fine. I think we've got an agreement with the state judge.
Okay, just for the record, Mr. Matson, could you articulate that agreement, please?
Yes, Judge. It's going to be a 120-day deferral with an 8-hour life skills course due by the 60th day of that period, and then payment of the balance of 162 by the 30th day.
30th day being June 5th.
Ryan, can I ask you for a 60-day on that as well, only because he's getting ready to ship out
Mhm.
and he has not had a job. And if I could just give him a couple extra days just to at least get his first paycheck from the military.
Oh, I see. This is a new, okay, he's entering the military.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So September 3rd is the end of the deferral. Okay. And if I'm going to work my way back from that, I think that, the 60th day would be July 7th. And I am not opposed to the balance being paid at that time. But is that realistic for your client?
Mr. Darian, can you where is he? Is he still?
He's
Yeah. Is that realistic for you, Darian?
Yes, that's realistic.
Okay.
okay. Mr. Matson, do you have any opposition to that amended thought?
I don't, Judge.
Okay, I will get that paperwork as proposed from Mr. Matson with that modification. Once I receive it and it looks correct, I will email that to you, Mr. Grisham. Once I receive it back from you signed, I will sign it. Okay?
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. Are there any more things that we need to adjust with regard to this matter or any other matter before the court today from either?
Not from the defense, Judge.
Thank you.
Stay, Judge.
Okay, then we will get that emailed over to you probably by lunchtime, Mr. Grisham, is usually the case, and I'll look to get it hopefully by close of business today.
Thank you, Judge. Thanks, Ryan.
You are free to exit when you wish. Mr. Hernandez, thank you for being here as well. You are also free to go.
Thank you, ma'am. You have a wonderful day.
Thank you, sir, for that. I appreciate you. You can just hang up whenever. Okay, let's move forward then, Mr. Matson. If we could, I will move you forward with Mr. Swain. He has a couple of matters before the court, Brubaker and also Grant. And I believe that's all. Let me move y'all over to that breakout room at this time. I have a quick question to see if I have missed anything. If Jeanette Cordova is here today, are you here by any chance, ma'am? And Nathaniel Martinez, do you happen to be here? Okay, they're set on my portion of the docket, and I just wanted to make sure I did not miss them. I will address the lack of attendance here directly. I did note as people were logging in to the meeting today, and I have folks in order, and I will get y'all squared away. It will move. It doesn't seem like it's moving very fast. It will, though. The boring part is that you're going to see me just sit here and do paperwork, and I would expect that most people probably will do that too. If anyone needs to get my attention, unmute or raise your hand either way. Okay? Okay. I'm just going to sign things. They always have lots for me to review, so I try to use the time. I'm actually signing a bunch of those compliance dismissals that we talked about earlier, so. On this one, I'm gonna go ahead and sign it up on signature from defense. That's traditionally how it's done. I just don't want to get into something unusual. She's got a lot of company right now. I think she's gonna want to be like very chill. It is good. She might force me to chill out. In case you're wondering too, I guess I would say also folks here that are remaining are here to meet with the prosecution. You've pleaded not guilty of the offense. That is no problem whatsoever. That is your right. The first meeting, then kind of the only meeting in most instances, is a meeting with that prosecution. Most courts, and I'm included, have a scheduling order. And I ask the prosecution to make sure they're going to be ready for trial, that they're not wasting time. And also for you to take a good long look at it if you wish and decide what you want to do and see if they're giving you any options that you're interested in, or if there are any what we call discovery requests, which we do in the court as far as releasing information to folks about their case. So that's really what we're doing today. And it's kind of nice that we can do it and you can be home or in your office or what have you and not have to take off an entire day to sit over here. So we're trying to stay convenient. We're not authorized to conduct contested hearings through this method. But as long as people agree to be here, we can do certain work and make it just a little bit easier for folks. So I'm a big fan of trying to do that. So if you're wondering why I'm just sitting here, it's because that we're waiting on that prosecutor. So. Okay, Mr. Swain, Mr. Mattson, let's check in, please.
Your Honor, we have offers on all three cases, so if we could get resets on all three, that would be great.
Okay, I have Grant, Brubaker, and Ho. Is that right?
That is correct, Judge.
Correct.
Okay. And my reset date right now to Zoom, I'm presuming that's the reset spot we want to hit,
Yes.
is going to be July 8th. Will that work for you both? I know we have a vacation letter from you, Mr. No, sorry, wrong person.
July 8th is good for me, Judge.
Okay, thank you. So will that date work?
Yes, Judge, that'll be fine for the state as well.
Okay, great. I will, excuse me. I dropped my pen. I will go ahead and reset all three of these to July 8th. Resetting to Zoom. And Mr. Swain, do you have any questions for the court?
I do not, Judge.
Okay, thank you. You're free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And I'm going to move you forward, Mr. Matson. Give me a second. Try not to make a mess for the clerk. Clean up. Okay, there we go. Thank you. And let's see. So moving forward, let's see. On the Marissa Lalborough case, let's see. And also on the Zachary Warren case, I have folks here from the Tkach firm.
Yes,
And
Your Honor.
thank you. Let me move you over to that meeting. Thank you, Ms. Nowatzki. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. I had a couple of cases. Let's see. It says reset for July 22nd. That's that vacation letter, right? Gotcha, thank you. Making sure I get. Now that I can, I'm getting everybody playable enough. In a minute. Yes. Having a good time. Okay. Let's see, Ms. Nowatzki and Mr. Matson, if I could get a check-in. Let's start with Lawboro.
Judge, on both cases, there is an offer. So if we could reset to the next Zoom date, that would be fantastic.
Okay, that's gonna be July 8th for Zoom. Will that work for you or your law firm, Ms. Nowatzki?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, we will set it there and I will email that to the email that we used for today's meeting. Does that email work well for your firm?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have anything else that I need to address before I let you go today?
There is nothing else.
Okay, then with the thanks of the court, you are free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
And thank you. Okay, Mr. Mattson, you're moving forward with Mr. Miller on Salazar case.
Let me step out.
Ms. Miller, are you ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, great. I can hear you. Let me move you over to that meeting. Not entirely sure just of the reason, getting a lot of unusual things from clerks of late.
There's a bus actually run by there. I know we have a bus, but it doesn't do very much. We don't have to see it down the road.
Just depending on how far you get through. It could be online too.
Judge, you're muted. I'm sorry.
Mr. Mattson, can we check in?
We can, Judge. We have an offer on the table. Mr. Miller would like to get a reset, and he had a question about when that reset would be.
Right. I know that he's out until after July 22nd because he did send an attorney vacation letter. So I do appreciate that because it sure makes things easier. I have available July 22nd.
That'd be fine, Your Honor. And June 24th, if that's available, an earlier date, if that's more convenient for the court, but either one of those will be fine.
Let me check. What? It's full. That date's full for the court. So let's go to July 22nd. But if you both decide to get paperwork to me ahead of time, that's fine too.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. You're good to go.
Thank you.
On the Trey Galloway case and also on the Ryder Humphreys case, Mr. Wolf, Mr. Mattson, I'll go ahead and let you two go visit.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Judge, we were basically done with our chat, but it froze up, so he may have gotten boot. Oh, here he's back on.
Yeah, we are having a big lightning storm here, so
Right, I can.
might be impacting things. Can we let's check in, and I don't care where we begin. We can start with Humphreys or with Galloway.
Judge, we can start with Mr. Humphreys first. I forwarded an email to Aaron showing compliance documentation, so I would move to actually dismiss Mr. Humphreys' citation this time.
Is there a dismissal fee for compliance?
No, Judge, just be on the state's motion.
Okay. I will sign that here shortly, and we'll email a copy over to Mr. Wolf for that registration charge.
Thank you.
And then let's check in on Mr. Galloway's case, Trey Galloway.
Your Honor, Mr. Galloway is going to be talking about an offer with Mr. Wolf, so if we could reset this, that'd be fantastic.
Okay. Can we check back in and be here for Zoom on the 8th of July? Will that work for both?
Yes, for the state, Your Honor.
Okay. We'll send that to the address that we have on file. Sorry, the email that we had for today's meeting. Do you have any further concerns or questions for the court before I excuse you today?
No, Your Honor. That's all I have.
You are good to go at your leisure then. Thank you.
Thank you. Y'all have a good day.
And you too.
Thank you.
So, quick question on regards to the motion to withdraw. Mr. Pollard, you have asked to withdraw from the case regarding Sophie Alban. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let me start first with whether you have reviewed that with Miss Alban, who's here today.
I sent it to her, and I think she has no objection to it.
I'll check in with her too. Thank you. And Mr. Mattson, is there any objection from the state?
No, Judge.
Sorry?
No, Your Honor, there is not an objection from the state.
Okay, Miss Alban, may I hear from you as well?
No, I'm sorry?
Do you have any objection to Mr. Pollard?
No, ma'am.
Drawing. Okay, then I'm going to actually agree and sign that order. Mr. Pollard will no longer be your attorney. I do have you set to speak directly with the prosecution, Mr. Mattson, today. And so my plan right now, unless you tell me not to, is to move you into that meeting with him right now.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, let me move you over and I'll get this other order signed. And Mr. Mattson, she's moving over at this time. And Mr. Pollard, we'll get to your other case in just a quick moment.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
And you're most welcome. I did sign your order removing you from that case. And we'll send that over to you here in just a quick moment. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I probably need that back in the sense of her meeting with Mr. Mattson, but thank you. I don't know about where you all are in the world, but it is pouring and thundering and lightning right here. If we wind up for any reason getting disconnected, sometimes our power goes down. We aren't part of emergency services, you know, for the generators. So if that happens, we would very likely, I mean, I'll give it 10 minutes. And if I get power back quickly, I restart the meeting for anyone who happens to be 15 minutes. I say, well, it may be a while, and we reset folks. So hopefully that's not going to happen now that I've talked about it, but
Yes, Judge, she is.
thank you. Okay, let's check in on where we are with regard to single accusation. Mr. Matthews.
He wanted to make a request of the court, and I have no objection to it at this time.
Okay, Ms. Alban, I would like to hear from you.
Okay, yes, we
Okay.
don't even know what happened with the case, so he withdrew the case. So in this case, I don't have any lawyer who represented me. So is it possible that I can get the driver safety course?
So Mr. Matson said that he has no objection. Have you been to a driver safety course in the last year for purposes of getting a ticket dismissed?
Oh, no. No.
Okay, and the court costs, I believe are 144. Let me double check that statement. Mr. Manson, did you look at those by any chance?
Sorry, Judge, can you repeat the question?
I believe the court costs, let me check in with the clerk.
The court costs on this, Judge, would be 134 plus the $10 course fee would make it 144.
Okay, yes, it is 144. Miss Albin, are you able to pay that today?
Yes, I can pay that today.
And you have a regular Texas license?
Yes, ma'am.
I think we have a copy, but I'll check and see. If not, we'll need a copy of the license. We'll need the 144 and your current insurance. And then we have some paperwork for you to fill out that will also set your deadline. Do you want to come by the court and do that, or would you prefer that we email that to you, you print it out and send back the signature pages to us?
Oh, you can send me by email. I print it out today and I send it back today.
You'll also do payment online that way and submit. You can't do payment?
No?
Oh, I'm sorry. I am being told by the clerk. It's a little bit of a different request than we do through Zoom. It's not very frequent. She's informing me that to do the driver safety course option, you have to come over to do the sign up because of the way the payment works.
Okay.
So can you come by today, maybe later after the rain? I hope stop, but
I can do that, yes.
okay. What time should we look?
The afternoon around, maybe, I'm gonna check the weather. Maybe
What-
around
While
2,
you're
2 o'clock.
2 will be fine. License, insurance, okay. And the 144.
Okay, that has to be check or credit card or?
I think we take either one.
Okay, perfect.
Yes. And
Thank you.
thank you. And you're good to go.
Thank you.
Mr. Pollard and Mr. Matson, y'all still have the Osorio case. I'm gonna send y'all out my closet. Let's check in on the Rachel Osorio case, please.
Your Honor, there is an offer on the table that Mr. Pollard is going to take back to his client. So if we could reset, that'd be great.
Okay. Mr. Pollard, will the 8th of July work for you?
That'd be fine, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll be on Zoom at that date, and I will set it on that date, and I will send that notice to the email that we have on file for today. And with the thanks of the court, unless you have anything further for me, you are good to go.
No, thank you. Good to see you again.
Thank you very much. Good to see you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Mr. Mattson, let me get you moved forward with Carl Grau. Grau, can you just confirm with me that your audio is working? That'd be great.
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
I sure can. Thank you very much. Let me move you over to that meeting.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Morales, my expectation is to move the Bird case over next.
Okay.
I wanted to check in and see if you're able to get on screen and that your audio is working. Thank you. I did see your request for discovery. Sometimes y'all, you and the opposing counsel will get that squared away before the court date. Has that been squared away for you yet? Oh, I'm so sorry, your audio.
Okay, there it goes.
Okay,
I don't believe we have it yet. We're on it, but it's a pretty straightforward matter.
okay. I will make sure that we're on schedule for that when he comes back in.
Okay.
And also I will let him know that your client does appear eligible for what we have here. We have a local program called a first offender program. I'm not presuming that your client is guilty. It's just an option that he should review with you, that I don't review with the whole group because it doesn't relate to that many people. So I will have him also review that with you when y'all meet.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, your case will be next.
I would appreciate it.
Yes.
Mhm. Hmm.
Hi. Back on. Okay, let's see. Let me get Mr. Grau back over. Okay, Mr. Matson and Mr. Matson and Mr. Grau, let's check in on the single accusation of speeding.
Judge, I wanted to double check with you about Mr. Grau's eligibility for community service. I do believe he would be deemed indigent by the court.
Okay, I'm just looking and I believe that's true, but let me find one more piece of paper. Here we go. Yes, I can, in fact, order community service under the law.
So the agreement that we've reached, Judge, I would first like to have, I know that there are some fees that have been added to his balance. I'd like to have the fine reduced as much as possible so that his community service balance comes out to somewhere around 12 to 15 hours. I think right now it's around 26. That
Okay,
seems a little high to me.
okay. So what I'm gonna do is instead of putting everybody through all the uncertainty of doing paperwork and trying to get it right, if excuse me, if I give $40 an hour credit, then that comes out to 13 hours.
That's perfect, Judge.
Okay,
And so the deferral period would be 120 days with those community service hours. If you find it appropriate to have the 60th day of the deferral period be the deadline for that, I think that's
yes,
appropriate.
that's fine. I
And
like
then Mr. Grau will also be submitting the SR-22 documentation by the 60th day of that period.
Okay, I'll say insurance, but whatever insurance is needed for him is appropriate by July 7th. And are we just looking for confirmation of insurance, or do we need a specific term of time?
Just confirmation, Judge.
Okay, I'll just put insurance proof then. Okay, Mr. Grau, what all of that turns into is it would be a deferred order if you agree. That would be approximately 120 days ending September 3rd. And then there would be a 60-day due date, and we'll put all this in writing for you, but there would be a 60-day due date of showing proof of insurance to the court through the email is fine. And completion of 13 hours of community service at that time. I see that you're in Conroe. Is that still the case? Okay, and feel free to unmute, but I got the yes, ma'am, and thank you for that. So we'll also send a form that allows you to have an alternative option for approval of a community service provider out in your location. I would like to get that in the next 2 weeks. Just to
Okay.
make sure that you're not doing something that we can't count. The law is real specific. It's pretty easy and clear. It needs to be a nonprofit. I would like to confirm that by May 20th. And the way that you do that is we're going to send you a form with that due date at the top. You
Yes,
have
ma'am.
you have any nonprofit in your community fill that out for you. They need to be authorized to do the community service. They need to be a current nonprofit. What by authorized to do community service, I mean that the person who's signing needs to be authorized by the entity to
Okay.
supervise that. And the organization, the entity needs to be a nonprofit. So they fill out that form and you send it back to us, and we'll verify that everything they're telling me is true, and it usually goes right on through. And then we confirm it, and then you still have a month and a half to get your due date honored. Okay?
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, of course. And then the insurance proof, you can send anytime, but no later than July 7th. And then the hours of community service, we'll send you a packet. It'll look very geared towards the Temple area because it is, but at the very bottom of the rules, it will say any nonprofit will be acceptable. And the page right ahead of that is going to say, here's how here's how you get your nonprofit approved in your community so that we can work with you. We're not requiring you to come over here to do that, something like that. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
At the end of the deferral, as long as we've gotten the hours in, you haven't reoffended, and we have confirmation of insurance, then the case will be dismissed. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Once you receive your paperwork, which we will email to the email that we emailed the meeting for today, once you receive all that, you'll need to sign and send those signature pages back over to us. Should just be
Okay.
two. Yeah, can you do that today?
Yes, ma'am. As soon as I get them, I'll be sure to get them printed out and get them signed and get them back to you. Yes, ma'am.
That's great. And what I would say about that is once you send that back over to us, I'll sign, I may pre-sign yours so you'll have a signed copy of your deferral order. But what I'll say is once you once you send that back over, if you have any questions, feel free to give us a call or email back with your questions and we'll get a response to you. Okay?
Thank you so much. You have a blessed day, Judge.
Thank you. You too. I appreciate it.
Uh-huh.
Mr. Morales, Attorney Morales, you're moving over to the meeting with Mr. Mattson to talk about the case involving Viva Bird. And so I will move you over. I have already confirmed that his audio and video is working, Mr. Mattson, so y'all should be fine.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Man, it is raining cats and dogs, isn't it?
Yes.
I apologize, I was muted. Let's check in on the Bird case. Where can we check in with regard to that matter?
We can, Judge. Mr. Morales is actually inquiring about the theft first offender program.
Yes.
I would have no objection to his client participating in that.
The way that we generally do that, Mr. Morales, is I just schedule the case for the next available court date, which is going to be about a month, which is what we usually do. It's a little more than a month because of just how things are falling on the calendar, but July 8th. And if your client will, and we'll send this information with the reset form, take an online class of 8 hours of theft intervention and submit that before or on that next court date, then I sign a dismissal. And there's no fees associated with that. It is not a state law program. It is a written agreement that I have with this prosecutor that we think that in the best interest of people's situation, that the first time we see, especially a young person, that they get some good intervention information, and it's really healthy for them. Whether they have offended or not is not a question in that setting. It's just really good information. They turn it in and we cancel that pretrial on that date or before, because the case is dismissed and no longer pending with the court.
Okay, well, awesome. Well, thank you so much. We really appreciate that.
If not, if that doesn't work out, then we check in on that date and we see where we are.
Okay, sounds good to me. I'll just wait for an email, I guess.
Okay, yes, you will. It'll have the reset date of
Okay.
7/8/25. It will also have that as a due date of the 8 hours. And, we'll be looking to get that. And you stay on your client about getting that done.
Sure, absolutely. It'll have the name of the class, where to take it.
Yeah, it'll have a selection of
Okay.
places that offer that we are aware of, but
Okay.
we'll take any 8 hour, I'm not connected to, I don't solicit for anyone, but I mean, we have a suggestion list of places that I know are friendly to it that are the lower cost ones that I could find. That's what
Okay, well, thank you.
Okay. Any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay. We'll see you, or I'll sign a dismissal on her before July 8th.
Okay, thank you very much. Take care. Have a good day.
Thank you, Attorney Morales. You're good to go when you're ready.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Mr. Mattson, just a quick check-in. I haven't asked you or the clerk yet. I don't have Mr. White here. Do we have anything on the Kane Thomas case?
I have not heard from Mr. White, Your Honor.
Okay, I will handle it and move you forward. Daniel Miller's case is ready to move forward. Mr. Miller, can I go ahead and get your, just confirm that your audio is working for us?
How's that?
Thank you. It's perfect. I'm going to move you over to that meeting with Mr. Mattson. It is somewhat unlike them to not handle things. I wonder what was hers on. I'm just waiting for the movement of Mr. Miller back over. Okay, we're here checking in on a single accusation regarding Mr. Miller. Can we check in?
We can, Judge. There's an offer on the table that Mr. Miller needs some time to consider. So if we could reset to the next Zoom date, that'd be great.
Okay. Mr. Miller, if you would, I just want to confirm, is that your understanding that we're giving you some time to think it over? That we would reset the case and be back here online if that works for you? And my reset date is July 8th. Does that work for you?
That would work, yes.
Okay, at that point, we're checking in and seeing which direction we're going.
All right.
May I use the email that we have on file to send the new notice of hearing to you? And yeah, that's all I'm sending.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, then you are good to go with the thanks of the court at any point once you're ready, unless you have any further questions.
No, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Miller. Appreciate you.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Mr. Matson, I'm moving you forward regarding Amanda Marie Rodriguez. And Ms. Rodriguez, if you can unmute, that would be perfect, and I will move you over.
Hello. Thank
Hello.
you.
Thank you, ma'am. So I do have to pick Joaquin up early today, but I truly will be back today. I know sometimes I say that and I just feel exhausted, but I've been getting better sleep of late. Oh, I'm not muted. Okay, let's check in on the Rodriguez case.
I'm back. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Your Honor, Ms. Rodriguez and I have reached an agreement for terms of a deferral.
Okay.
Those terms are going to be a 120-day period, and the payment will be split up into 3 payments of $88 at the 30-day, 60-day, and 90-day mark.
That's fine.
And just to verify, those dates will be on the paperwork, right?
Absolutely. And
perfect. Thank you.
You right now, just to, you can kind of listen and make sure you don't see something obvious that's a problem, but it would run from today until September 3rd. The first payment would be due on June 5th. The second payment would be due on July 7th. And the final payment would be due August 4th. And Mr. Matson, other than the regular conditions, which are just no offenses, no arrests, do you have any other conditions?
No, Judge, just the payment schedule.
Okay. Ms. Rodriguez, just going back over it again, does that sound like what you feel that you've agreed to?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So we will prepare that document for you. We will send it to you. It would be really preferred to get a copy, to get your signature back today. It's original signature. I don't take those electric signatures unless they are your handwriting. Will that work for you today?
Yes, I can make that work. Absolutely.
Okay. If I email to the email that we use to set today's meeting, is that the best email for you?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And do you have any questions before I let you go?
No, I don't.
Once I receive your signature, it will be in effect, okay?
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You're good to hang up whenever you are ready to do
Okay.
so. Thank you. Cassandra Garcia, let me have you unmute.
Hello.
Yes, hi. Let me have you unmute and I will send you over to that breakout meeting with Mr. Matson, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Seems so easy now. Oh, thank you very much. That makes me so happy. The case that came in yesterday, that dog case. It's a video. You made me watch it. Okay, let's check in, please.
Judge, I'm actually going to move to dismiss this ticket. There's a doctor's note that was previously provided on January 24th.
Okay.
And the language of the statute says that if there's a medical reason for tinted windows, then it's a defense to prosecution.
Okay.
Officer Cabral noted on the citation that the letter was produced after the citation had been written.
Okay.
And so I believe that a dismissal is the only appropriate thing to do here.
Okay, that makes sense. I will sign such a dismissal and ma'am, I will email that over to you to the email that we had on file. Okay.
Okay, appreciate that.
Thank you very much. Do you have any questions before I let you go?
No, so there's no cost, no additional fees or anything?
No, if it's a
Okay.
medical reason like this, it wouldn't be something that you would pay for.
Okay, just double checking.
That makes sense. Thank you.
Thank you. You guys have a wonderful day.
And you too, ma'am. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I'm going to end the meeting. Let's see. And then I just have a quick question that's not related to these hearings. Hold on.